Hi, this is Paul Howell, Managing Editor for Singapore Business Review, and today I'm presenting the Technology Excellence Awards for 2021, celebrating all the best, the brightest, and the most dynamic digital projects from across Singapore business over the last 12 months. Winning in the Digital for Logistics category was GeTS Asia, and I'm joined now by its CEO, Chong Kok Kyong. KK, thank you very much for joining me and congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Paul, and a very big thank you to SBR for conferring this award on us. Every one of us at GeTS are really excited and we feel really humbled and honored definitely to be receiving this award, right? So at GeTS, all our colleagues are very passionate about powering global trade. It is all about helping companies to overcome the challenges that we may face when it comes to conducting global trade activities, from logistics to compliance to financing to payment. And this award certainly has validated our efforts in doing so, in all the sweat, all the blood that we have put in to make global trade a lot more accessible, predictable, and easier to fulfill. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all our colleagues that have put in all the hours to make things like that happen for us to get this award. I would also want to reaffirm our commitment and conviction to our customers, be it businesses or governments, that we'll continue to work alongside them to innovate, to create more solutions in the trade space so that we can truly power global trade. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome and congratulations again. Tell us about the project behind the win. This is called Kalista. What is that and how has that helped the team at GeTS Asia?
Kalista is a global trade and supply chain platform. It is very much meant for shippers and logistics service providers. Essentially, it assists or it helps these companies to manage and orchestrate their global trade activities. From, let's say, booking and tracking their freight to managing and fulfilling the compliance requirements when you move cargoes from one country to another, to the extent of also providing the access to financing and payment facilities so that they can truly fulfill and complete the trade activities. When we designed this platform, we actually leverage a lot of technology, all kinds of technology, from blockchain to AI to machine learning, NLP. But what is more important is that we are always very focused on what is required by our customers, what our customers see as meaningful to them. So we do not adopt or adapt technology in a sense blindly. Right? So we are very focused on the use case, very focused on the benefits for the customers. In fact, we believe because of this sharp focus on customers that we managed to grow our transaction volume on the platform fairly well over the past years. Last year, we ended with close to 40 million transactions on Kalista itself, and that represented more than $1 trillion of GMV of trade. This year, we are slated to grow by at least another 20%.
That's fantastic. Can you tell us, is there one particular element that you and your team are most proud of when it comes to the Kalista project?
We are definitely proud, or we really feel the sense of pride when our projects can make a difference to our customers. And in the past 12 months, we have brought services that we are particularly happy about because these services have actually helped our companies, especially the SMEs, to weather the impact of COVID, and also, I believe, help them to adapt and come on board this digital bandwagon. Right? I'll just like to cite two examples. One of that is an advisory service that we provide to help companies better understand the import-export requirements across 180 countries. For them also to have a tool to look at the cost of importing and exporting their particular goods into whichever country that they are looking at. This we believe has helped some of our companies to start to explore markets that they previously were shying away from, right? So it's really opening up new markets for them. The other service that we roll out, which I believe, or we believe, have a positive impact for our companies, especially SMEs, is our financing service. We make use of technology to make sure that our credit assessment engine is one that is holistic. So it actually, in that sense, help companies who may not have a very strong balance sheet to have access to financing in a very easy manner digitally. Because by leveraging on a credit engine that takes into account more than just balance sheet factors, such as trade activities, such as the markets that they're operating in, it will provide our lenders a more holistic view of the sort of credibility of the applicants, which means they are more willing to lend. And of course, the end outcome will be the applicants are more likely to secure their loans. And that I think really helped some of our SMEs to weather some of these working capital bottlenecks that we were experiencing during the COVID period.
Now, can you tell us, does Kalista have implications or applications to other industries outside of the logistics sector?
Definitely, because the technologies that we use are, I would consider, horizontal sort of pieces of tools that can be applicable regardless of the domain. The way we use the technology at GeTS for powering global trade can easily be adapted by, let's say, another industry. In fact, oftentimes we also learn from other industries. For example, the use of AI and robotics to minimize manual intervention, manual processes, so as to create more visibility, to create more accuracy in terms of managing data and managing processes. So I believe whatever we have done, whatever we have achieved, can also serve as some form of reference points for companies in other industries to adapt.
Now, there are always new trends and innovations across the technology world in every industry. How does GeTS Asia plan to stay relevant in such a competitive landscape like logistics, but also with the technology changing all the time?
Yeah, no, it is really tough to always stay ahead, but to us, the recipe really has to be about being firmly focused on the customers. It is not about the technology. It is not about learning or knowing what are the newest technology that might be coming on trend. It is about our appreciation and understanding of what our customers require going forward in these changing and dynamic times. It is about how we, by understanding their needs, then look at the trends of technology to assess which pieces of tools or technology are relevant. So we look at staying on trend, not from a tool perspective, which is an input factor, that technology to us is an input, but we look at it from an outcome perspective, and that is the outcome that our customers would want to achieve. Yeah.
Now, speaking of your customers, what can they look forward to in the coming years? Are there any new projects or developments that GeTS is working on?
Without revealing too much of the company's secrets, just two key phrases. We are going to be a lot more human, and we are going to be a lot more connected, right? A lot more human in the sense of making use of technology to make sure that our services are going to be more and more intuitive, more and more closer to the daily routines and ways of doing things of our users. That's not to say to keep them in traditional ways, but rather to help them overcome some of these inertial or challenges in making the changes to adapt technology, or rather to make it easy for them to adopt new technologies in a way that they do not need necessarily to make major changes to how they may be comfortable with, right? The other aspect of the focus going forward is about being more connected. Because to us in this world, it is very important for companies to be connected to customers, connected to their partners, connected to their vendors in a way that processes, interactions can be seamless, can be efficient. And when we look at this connectivity, we do not just look at it from the B2B perspective, but also between the businesses and the governments, also between governments and governments. Because when we look at the area of trade and logistics, both the government and businesses have an important role to play to make it truly seamless and truly secure.
And finally, KK, what does winning in the SBR Technology Excellence Awards mean for you, for your tech team, and for the company as a whole?
I think for us, it's really a validation and endorsement of our effort, right? To pushing the envelope in leveraging our technology to serve our customers in this space. More importantly, I think for us, it is a recognition of the use of technology, the recognition of innovation that can have impact in a space that many consider fairly traditional and unchanging for many years. Right? This is trade and logistics are really sort of age-old professions and sort of activities that we see since time immemorial. So, and we believe that awards like this would actually inspire and provide confidence to not just to ourselves but to our peers, to our customers, in wanting to innovate, in wanting to make use of technology to do things better.
Chong Kok Keong, thank you very much for joining me, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.